Twilight Masquerade is finally here, and today we get to do a little bit of a comparison between an English booster bundle and a Japanese booster box. So we're going to start with the English booster bundle to see if we can pull any competitive cards. I'd also like to go over some of the hit rates, and then we'll get to the Japanese booster box to hopefully get some cool art. Should be a couple guaranteed art rares, that sort of thing. So really excited to get into it. I appreciate aspects of both the Japanese and the English cards, so it's fun to compare back to back today. And as always, thank you so much for stopping by. I just enjoy talking about this stuff and learning what you all have to say in the comments, so leave a comment if you feel so inclined. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. We're trying to get to 10 likes for our like goal today, as well as 200 subscribers for the year, so if you feel so inclined, hit all the buttons. Now, I've only opened a handful of these packs so far. I've pulled an ace spec. Nothing really too crazy other than that, but hit rates for this set look like they're going to be similar to Temporal Forces. So the introduction of the ace spec cards in this set, as well as Temporal Forces, are pushing the hyper rares and the SIRs up a bit, so it's still harder to get some of those. I believe the rates are like 140 or 150 for a hyper rare for those gold cards, as well as 1 in 86 or so for an SIR. So a little bit higher than we're used to in some of the previous sets like Paradox Rift, but still doable. And those ace spec cards, for me at least, come around a little more often than 1 in every 20. So nothing in this first pack here, just a Chandelure. We'll move to pack number 2. I am looking for some of the more playable cards, whether that be a couple of Froakies for Greninja, or even anything in that Dragapult line. I think Dragapult is looking like it's going to be one of the better decks to go for in this set. Its main attack does like 200 damage. There's a Dipplin there. As well as a Kill Watchroll. There's a cool Watchroll card in this set. Ooh, a Brute Bonnet. And a Flabébé. Oh, there we go. Blissey EX. This card has also been showing up everywhere that I've seen. There's a lot of Blissey EXs showing up for some reason. So we'll put this in our little hits pile. And I got a little bit thrown off track there, but I do think Dragapult is looking to be the big attacker in this set. I think the main attack does 200 damage, as well as 60 attack to a Pokemon on the bench. So you're pretty much setting up your next attack every time you put 200 damage on the active Pokemon, which is looking to be pretty powerful. All right, that one wasn't too bad with a Blissey EX. We'll see what pack number 3 has in store for us. The Volbeat, Alexio, a Goldeen, Dreepy. There we go. That'll be playable for that deck. As well as a Kieran. There's that excellent Kieran. I don't know if it's an SIR or just an art rare, but there's one of those in this set. Tatsugiri, another one of those playable cards. That one looks like it can fit into several decks. We got a Hawlucha and an Okidogi. Now, I would love to see the Okidogi art rare or illustration rare in English, but I feel like we'll have a better chance of seeing that in the Japanese booster box. Another card that's looking pretty useful out of this set is that Greninja EX. Not only is it currently the top chase card in this set with its SIR, but it's looking like it's going to see some play competitively as well, so maybe we can pull one of those. We have our Enhanced Hammer, the Corphish, and the Screamtail EX. So the Emo Metal Jigglypuff here. We'll move that also to our hits pile with the Blissey EX. Oh, I just realized you can't see that. Maybe we'll put it out here in the distance for 2 of our EX cards. So nothing too crazy out of the first 4 packs. We'll keep going into pack number 5. I honestly don't expect too much from English packs anymore. I don't buy large quantities of them. I get a couple packs to help build some decks, and then otherwise I just pick up singles or cards that would help finish out a deck. But I lean more on the Japanese sets for the art, because you get 3 art rares as well as a secret rare in each booster box. And funny enough, these are almost equal in value, both of these products. Oh, I love this art on the Infernape. I was just realizing we went a little fuzzy there, but this art on the Infernape is great. I have that card in Japanese as well. And nothing, an Enamorus at the end. Okay, and pack number 6, the last one in English. See if we can get anything exciting. We'll try not to go too out of focus on this one like we did for the last one. So we have a Darumaka, Corphish, Grookey, Helioptile, Rayfurt, Palafin, Chi-Yu, Swanna, and Girder. Is that it? Oh, one more. Hisuian Arcanine. Okay, so to be expected, and now we can go over into Mask of Change and see what fun art we can pull. Now this box of Mask of Change is going to be just stocked full of Ogerpon. There's 4 different types of Ogerpon, and that's what the secret art rares consist of. But the real excitement for me in this set is actually the art rares. I think the art rares look so much better than the SARs in this set. So I'm looking for, there's a Frostless to start us out, but the Fezandipity, I would love to see the Tatsugiri, something like that. I think the main chases are going to be like the Kirin or the Carmine. I'm just not a huge collector of the trainers. I'd rather have the Pokemon, so obviously it'd be great to pull one of the best cards in this set, but it's not really what I'm looking for today. Pack number 2. Gonna hit right through to the end with the Alakazam. I actually love this Alakazam artwork as well. Looks very cool. Nice to have a holo of that one. We'll get pack number 3. And I honestly think I would be happy with just about any of the art rares in this set. There's the Loyal 3 that we can get. There's also a Watch Troll diving into some water. Hey, and there's a Scoop Up Cyclone. So this one is nice. I know we get about 1 A-Spec card per box of this, so I don't think any of the 3 A-Specs in this box are really too usable or seen too much in the game, but that is fun to get an A-Spec either way. And I'm being pretty lazy with these hits, but I'm just putting them all in the back. We'll sleeve them after the video. Don't need to waste your time watching me put those into sleeves if they're just going to sit there. But that is the one expected A-Spec out of this box. Should be about 3 art rares and then a guaranteed secret rare card as well. Got our Phoebus, Jamming Tower, a Conkeldurr. If this video doesn't add up to 20 packs here, it's probably because I'm skipping a few of them. If they don't have anything in them, I might just skip right past them. Oh my goodness, let's go. I love this art with the Chansey, the Snorlax, and the Golduck in it, or sorry, and the Psyduck in it. But this is definitely one of the best art rares of the set. Very classic. Any Gen 1 fans are going to love this one, including myself. So that's exciting. And I lied. I'm going to go grab sleeves because I love this card. All right, we have sleeved our 3 semi-hits in the back, as well as our Chansey card here. And we can move on to the next pack. And it's funny, this video is going to come out probably 2 weeks after the set's already released, and I bet everyone's already going to be talking about the next set, Night Wanderer, again featuring the Loyal 3. So I'm expecting some great, illustration rares with those. Oh, here we go, the Hearth Flame Ogerpon. Very nice card there, just a regular EX. So we have our sleeves here now, we can hit this one. But out of that Night Wanderer set, I expect some really good cards for the Loyal 3 because there are those 3 art rares in this set that are great on their own. So if there's a set that's focused even more around those 3, I think they have to come through with some pretty good art there. We've seen a little bit of a sneak preview. There's a couple, like the Duskull line of cards has come out. It looks a little bit like the Pidgey and the Pidgeotto art from Obsidian Flames. It looks like the 3 of them are playing hide and seek or something in kind of like a cartoonish. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with another Blissey EX? Now in Japanese, also in English. It's funny, there's also a short. I'll have to see if I can go back and find who posted it. But there was a short of someone that was pulling like 3 English Blissey EXs out of his packs. So I think this card is just everywhere in this set. It's just the Blissey set, I guess. But yeah, I'll have to go back and find the name of that creator. I think my friend Austin sent me a video about it. So again, I think Blissey is just everywhere in this set for some reason. That card specifically, Blissey EX. Oh God. Here's the Chansey. The Phantump. The whatever that one is, Timber's Evolution, and nothing too much in this one. Oh my goodness, can't even see my little Eevee light back there. That's new. My sister got that for me for my birthday, as well as a couple new, PSA graded cards here. So I'm just showing off all the fun things that I got recently in the background, which is a little bit different from what I've had in previous backgrounds of just boxes. So trying to liven it up a little bit. Hopefully that's enjoyable for everyone else. Ooh, and the Chimecho art rare, very nice. This one is very, very serene. Looks very nice in here. Like a nice, cool, breezy day with the Chimecho. So we'll put this in a sleeve. So this is a good one. Not one of my top choices for the set, but again, a very nice card to pull. So that is art rare number 2. We'll probably see one more art rare, as well as a secret rare in this box. Probably a couple other EXs. Although there's always the chance that it's an error box or it's slightly different. You get, oh wow, it's really ripping that thing in half. Sometimes you get to see 2 secret rares if you get really lucky. So maybe we can get one of those box. Not likely, but you never know. Little Swirlix, that fan. All right, nothing really there. Man, and I am making a mess on the floor behind me. Phantump, little Matcha Boy, and that Kirin. Sometimes when I'm opening these, the Pokemon names don't come to my head immediately. I would never do well in one of those videos. Ooh, hello, little Dreepy. Hopefully this is a pack with something good in it. The Tatsugiri again. Nothing. No, that bug catching set. Good for anyone with a grass deck. Not something that I'm looking to make, but there are a couple good choices in Scarlet and Violet for grass decks. Little Laron, Applin, Litwick, Heatran. Oh, I do like this one as well. I don't know why I find this so cool. He looks very menacing. But a cool Heatran Hollow, and that's about it for that one. I always love finding some hollows that I can enjoy, like that Alakazam we saw earlier, or the Heatran, because again, hollows used to be what we looked for in these packs before they went all crazy on the art with us. So always love finding a good hollow that I can either use in the game or just kind of put in my binder. And that will be our secret rare. So the Hearthflame Ogerpon here. And I don't believe this is the SIR, I think it's just a regular full art here. And again, not one of the best ones of the set, but there are plenty of Ogerpon, so I feel like I had to get one eventually. But very cool. We will sleeve this up as one of the bigger hits of our set. And there we go, a little disappointing, but that's okay. Still not a terrible card to pull. But we'll continue on here to see if we can find an art style that I like a little bit better. Here's one of the loyal 3. Would love to see his art rare. Again, the Pheasantipity is the goal, but wouldn't mind Okie Dogies as well. Little Emolga, see that thing all the time in Pokemon Go, or I used to. I don't play as much anymore. Ooh, I've never seen that. Little town going on here. And on to the next. So we are still hunting that last art rare. I'll have to count how many packs are left after this one. And if we hit it, might not even continue with the rest of the packs. I'll open them on my own. That watch roll, I was thinking that watch roll was going to come behind it. Getting a little messy over here. Let me see if I can clean up. Ugh, my stack of bulk cards is a mess here, so let's move that somewhere else. Need to give myself more space here. So let's take a final count and see how many are left to find that final art rare. Maybe a second secret rare if we're a lucky duck. All right, so we're exactly 2/3 of the way through. We have 10 left. We've opened 20. We hit most of our cards. So somewhere in this last 10 packs is our last art rare. Again, we're starting another drinking game every time I say art rare or something like that. Take a little sip of your water. Nothing there. Ooh, I'm excited. I want it to be a good one. And I know there are plenty of good ones left for us to get here. All right, we got Ogerpon EX. I'm seeing plenty of gameplay with this one on TCG Live. Really in that Raging Bolt deck. So just attaching energies to Ogerpon as much as possible on the bench, and then using that Raging Bolt to use all of the energies from your bench and do tons and tons of damage. So that one's been pretty popular since this set released on TCG Live. Nothing there. But again, I think that Dragapult game is calling my name. I think that might be basic because probably a ton of other people are doing that. I was thinking Greninja was going to be the deck I was going to build from this, but I'm just not really seeing where that places in the current meta. I don't see a way of it working well, so I'll have to look at the most recent results from the recent tournaments to see if anyone else has figured out something with that Greninja. But obviously that illustration or special illustration where with Greninja is insane. Can't get it out of this box, but out of Twilight Masquerade you can. All right, there's another EX. Towards the end of these boxes, they just don't excite me as much because I'm hunting that last art rare. We're getting towards the end, so it's got to be coming soon. God, go away. I'm going to become like one of those YouTubers that starts throwing cards off to the side that they don't like. I never had a problem with Chansey or Blissey, but these two boxes are getting to me. Another Dreepy, Aron, Venipede, Sunflora. Was Sunflora in this set? I don't know if it was in this one or Crimson Haze, but there was like a very blue Sunflora looking card that it looked very bright, but it was just too blue. It was definitely too much blue for what I would like, and I don't know why they chose to make it that blue, but I think otherwise it could have been a really nice card. I'm sure a lot of people still like it, but it makes me think of that, I don't know if it's a Geico or State Farm commercial, where someone has the blue hair and the older person just goes,
"We all see it. We all see it."
He has blue hair.
Okay.
Blue.
That's a weird thought. I should keep some of these things to myself. All right, final 3 packs. It's got to be here. If not, I'm throwing a fit. Skarmory, Poliwhirl, Poliwag, one of the two. Oh look, right behind him. And that fan. Last 2 packs. Man, I thought we were gonna pull that art rare and be able to skip a couple on camera, but no, it's gonna make us wait till the very end. All right, I'll be careful, thinking that it's in one of these 2. Come on, Pheasantipity. Little Timber. And there's Pheasantipity. Thanks for coming when I asked.
That's what she said.
And I would expect it's in this one, but I'm starting to think maybe we're just getting 2 art rares, which would be a little bit of a bummer. But last chance here. I'll call it last pack magic because I'm expecting it to be in here. That usually doesn't work for me, but maybe today is different. Our Shinx, and it is. It's the Diplin in our last pack. This one is hectic to me, I think. There's the Applin in Crimson Haze, and now Diplin at this festival. So very colorful art rare, pretty cool. Again, out of this box, I did not get the chase cards I was going for, but that's okay. I'll probably pick them up on my own. Japanese cards, especially the art rares, are usually like $2 or $3 these days, which is great. So I'll probably pick up a couple other ones. But again, this Diplin, can't complain about that too much. So that will be all she wrote for this one. We have our Army of Blissies and a couple other EX cards, plenty of Ogerpon there to go around as well. We have our ace spec of the Scoop Up Cyclone, a few of the art rares with Chimecho, with Diplin, and the Chansey out of the Pokemon Center. This is probably my favorite card we pulled today, as well as our SR being the Hearthflame Ogerpon. So again, I appreciate you stopping by. If you made it this far into the video, you're the best. If you made it this far, comment something about Misty. We'll go with Misty today because she's in the back, but I'm curious if anyone makes it this far. I think the analytics say people make it like a minute and a half through these videos. I don't know if they're just skipping through it or if they're not watching that far, but yeah, comment Misty in some way so I know who made it to the end. But that's all for today. Hit the buttons if you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.